The classic. The pre-stream cough. During stream, the early stream cough, I have tea with me. Shockingly, doing all the voices, playing a little havoc with the old throat. So, yeah, let's get into it and just keep wrecking these pipes, shall we? Turnabout Big Top. Arg, what's going on, my man? Everyone loves Turnabout Big Top. Only good things I've heard. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare to witness a man. A man? Oh. Who has mastered the wonder of flight. It's just a pilot. They bring out a guy who flies an airplane. Hello. Booba. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only.
You're a shrewd negotiator.
Oh, it's a shrewd negotiator.
That voice?
What, renewing your Prime sub? There's a certain voice I have that Kaida really hates and doesn't want me to use because she doesn't like listening to it for Max Galactica. I may refrain or alter it, for her sake. It's Christmas! This case is much better than the last one. Is it? I'm being somewhat sarcastic when I say I've heard only good things. I hear terrible things about this case. I don't remember all of it, but I've heard nothing but crap. That's gotta be, like, the director over Pearl's shoulder there, right? That's like an in-joke where they put Shu Takumi, I think his name is, in here. Ahem. Wow, that was like, being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. I didn't turn my goddamn fan on. It's so warm in here. Jesus Christ. Okay. My bad. I need to start doing something like if I forget to turn my fan on before I start streaming, I gift a sub. That'll make me remember. Ahem. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. This game is the shittiest one in the trilogy, but you enjoyed this case? Alright. Like I said, I don't remember a lot of it. I remember some of the characters in it. We'll see. No spoilers, please. As usual. What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I mean, I feel like it depends on how you define magic at that point. I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, Pearls? I'm sorry. Oh. You never, like, Morgan didn't do a fucking card trick or anything? Terrible, Mom. I braved the winter colds and took Pearls to see the circus. Yeah, why is the circus happening at, like, the day after Christmas? That seems a little cold to be. It's especially, like, an outside one like this. Seems like, a summertime thing, you know? It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurain Village. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Yeah, technically, I think the second case was a flashback to even before the first case of this game. Because he was, like, remembering how, like, what got him back in the game or whatever. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it, and is returning to her normal self. It's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remembered the train. Of course I did, she stands trains, hell yeah. An emote of me riding a train. I gotta trick Noki into that. With money. But I really don't understand what everyone means by express train. Just means it goes, what the... It's kind of self-explanatory there, Pearls. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You are going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Where do you live? I guess you are 18. You could technically, rent a place, I suppose, but I kind of assumed you just lived in my office somewhere. Like in the attic, like a gremlin. Maybe. I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearl! Look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick.
You're a shrewd negotiator.
Ellie with the Prime sub. Thank you so much, Ellie, dear. We're playing Look at that cute kid. She's so happy you subbed. So happy. Channeling stuff that the Fae family does is often sold as magic acts back in the day. Ah. I really hope it will turn out that way. Happy New Year's. I mean, not the magic thing. Less so. 2 days later. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I guess he's taking a long weekend. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. You know that, like, you've got a couple more days, right? It's the 28th, not the 29th or the 30th or even the 31st. Oh. That was my ringtone for a while, so that definitely fucking unlocks, like, primal memories for me. Hello, this is Wright and Co. Nick, it's terrible! Ah, Maya. Perfect timing. Things are terrible here, too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office. What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Why was it already on this channel? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational... Of course, God fucking... You know, just once, can it be like, I don't know, fraud or assault? Maybe not murder every time, god damn you. Harder to solve a murder mystery, I suppose, if it's not a murder. 8 months of bullying token. Believe you, Wait a minute, yeah, you subbed with Prime a week ago and said you were bullying me for 8 months. Oh my god, Ellie's in a time loop. Happy New Year's, Mr. Nick. Mystic Maya's back in jail. Hey, new year, new prison cell, right? Gotta be that way. The scene has created quite a stir among throngs of excited onlookers. Throngs, you say? The very big circus. That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max. They arrested Max Galactica. But he's so dreamy. Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. A popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. He's got booba! Please, though, Twitch. Hey. Keep PG there, Max. Twitch has rules and regulations. Also, why does he have a jack on his suit? I don't know about that. Surely it'd be a king, right? Or an ace? Maybe a queen if he wants to be a little bit less subtle about it. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. I think they have a cell ready for Maya each year. Yeah, it's got her name on it. Revolving door. They keep it clean for her. That's where she lives, actually. It's just whether or not she pays rent. Or bail, as they call it. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Yo, Charlie, how's it going? Charlie, quite decorative plant. I wouldn't mind his help cleaning this place up. Good old Charlie. The only one of our friends that's never been arrested or tried to steal money from us. Attaboy, Charlie. They frame her for murder whenever she falls behind on the rent. Oh, dear. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand? Nick, a man's been murdered. Maximilian Galactic would never do such a thing. Alright. Okay, here it comes. Alright, Max's voice. So, I have a voice I think is very appropriate for this man. Kaida hates it. Kaida hates listening to that voice. So I'm probably not going to be able to do that. Also because I'm not sure I could keep it up for 3 hours, is the thing. Do the voice. I'll give you a sneak peek.
Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous.
It's rough on the throat. I don't want to be doing that for 3 hours, so I'm going to have to alter it.
Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl! Such a fabulous understanding of events.
Is that better? Prefer that one. What's with all the fabulous talk? Oh, hey, he does have a queen on his suit.
Welcome to the visitor's room.
Acceptable. It's Max! Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica.
Alright, sweetie, pick a card, any card.
He called me sweetie. Swoon. Why'd you say swoon, my Nick?
Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card through the glass of the fucking... Don't know how that works.
I like that emote, Kanochi. This one. I need a similar one of just my face disapprovingly.
I thought you would pick... I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts.
He got it, Nick. Look, he got it.
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valuable possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts.
Max swoon.
Well, time to make this absolutely fabulous time.
Max, you should let Nick pick a card. I don't want to steal one of his hearts.
And you are... Oh, how silly of me. You must be my sweetie's driver.
Her driver? I don't drive.
Whatever, hurry up and pick a card, any card.
I want this one.
So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes, I'm your biggest fan.
Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much.
Hey, what about my card?
Think of it as a souvenir.
And I'm out of tea now. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch.
Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay?
Oh, yes. Maya!
Absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely cringe-inducing. Yo, Phoenix called him fucking cringe. Damn. Phoenix ahead of the game with the young person slang. As soon as you stop being horny for Max. How old is Max? 21? Oh, wow. 21, huh? Alright. You don't? Sure. I believe you. I believe you're 21. Max, I was hoping you'd tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me?
Well, I mean, I was gonna say you're in the detention center. Maya probably has a key, so... there's a big piece of security glass between us. So, you know, it's weird that they were able to draw cards from you, but, don't worry about it.
Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear.
What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max?
That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight.
Jeez, people nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Confirmed, he wears panties. Not fabulous, I'm freaking marvelous. Oh, damn. Tell him, Kanochi. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not?
I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians,
or AIM.
It's an award that recognizes I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was I mean, it was an amazing day.
You're a Grand Prix. Delightful. Wow, that's incredible.
Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world.
I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. Damn, got him. Phoenix just roasting people. Pretty sure he's neither. He's not grand or a pricks. He's definitely a pricks. Ahem. You sure... Ahem. You are signed to an exclusive contract with the Berry Big Circus, correct?
That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You can't watch a magician on TV. Well, I mean, Penn and Teller would disagree. Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right. You're so right. I admit Penn and Teller's probably better live, but they certainly made a career on TV. It's pricks with a K. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's why I'm pronouncing... Obviously, Max would pronounce it pricks because, you know, loses something if you go with the more traditional pronunciation.
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract.
That's why you signed the contract?
Thanks to me, the Berry Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made all the old crusty circus performers obsolete.
But I kind of like the circus performances. Mine looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Berry Big Circus.
Ah, last night, the ringmaster was murdered. You don't seem too broken up about it there, Chief.
The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. Police questioned me at length.
Questioned you about what?
About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room.
So, then why were you arrested?
Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult me on matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster.
Uh-huh.
What did you talk about?
Things that aren't for your ears.
Maya, would you please ask him? What'd you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary.
It sounds like more than small talk, I gotta be honest with you. Salary?
I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you?
Yes. That's all you talked about?
Of course! It was a fabulous chat.
Keep forgetting about his stupid outfit. Just fabulous. I mean, arg. Now he's got me saying Phoenix is very impressionable when it comes to people's catchphrases. Hody Clinic, this guy. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Oh, dear. Well, I certainly don't have any... My court record's a bit slim. I don't think I'm gonna be, busting any, locks this way. Hey, what do you think about my badge?
What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act?
I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney.
An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're...
Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think.
Me.
Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now.
What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder.
Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Look at me.
Why is that?
Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica.
So?
I'm a very big star of the Berry Big Circus.
He's super popular when it comes to BBC, if you know what I'm saying. By which I mean the Berry Big Circus. This guy's gonna catch some hands. And that means...
I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums.
Which means what? I'm just noticing his popped collar is, quite popped. Max.
Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they?
They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business.
Yeah.
Yes?
Poor kid. I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm an attorney. I forgot he, like, loses the eyebrow.
Please, please help me. I didn't kill nobody.
Didn't kill nobody.
I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane. I could never.
Max?
I swear.
He and Lotta grew up in the same heartland, I'm guessing.
I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm.
Okay. I'll take your case.
Really?
Really?
Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks.
This is where he's spoiled. Oh, yeah. Max? I mean, look at him. How could he not be aware he's spoiled?
Yes.
What's your real name?
It's Billy Bob Jones. How to do? I'm Billy Bob Jones.
Yeah, same, Maya. Same. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin.
Well, truth hurts, don't it? Ahem. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie.
Huh?
Mr. Attorney.
Yes?
A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you?
Through the glass, but let's not fucking think about it too much. Now that he mentions it, I did take a card.
It was the 10 of hearts, right?
What? Howdy, he got it right again.
What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valuable my cards. I'd like them back, please. Keep burning through them. They get expensive pretty quickly, actually. I think they're upcharging me. They know me down there.
That was mean, Maya. It's true. Her heart's broken, though. How could she possibly not be mean?
10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts.
You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you?
I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie.
He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? All right, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. More willing to talk about? Nope, I guess not. Okay. Let's real quick hop over here, because there's an achievement to get. And then there isn't one until the end of it, but there is a step ladder to observe. Or ladder, whichever you prefer. Yo, chat, ladder or step ladder? What side are you on? Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? Yeah, but what do you think about his profile, huh? What's the matter? You've been acting strange for a while now. Max, he's just... Stop calling him a bumpkin! Why does that matter? He's still a famous magician, right? I guess, but his real name is Billy Bob Johns. Yikes, poor guy's got 3 first names. I guess that is pretty odd, it's true. People with 2 first names, you can't trust them. 3? Oh my god. Oh well, if a big star can do it, then you should pretend to be exotic too, Nick. Exotic, huh? Is that what we're calling it? A big star? Max Galactica is a pretty big name. Anyways, what do you think about Naruhodo e Raito? What's the A stand for? The A stands for attorney. I'll think about it. I think that is a reference, to the Japanese name of this character. I'm fairly certain that's actually what his name is, yeah. So, what does she say in the Japanese game? Is she like, you should change your name to something like Phoenix Wright? And he's like, Phoenix Wright? That's a silly sounding name.
funny. A lot of this guy's face around here.
We're here again. Yep. But this time we are here for work. Hey, did we just leave Pearls like in the trunk of a car or something? Where the hell is she? It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still at the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan.
Suppose we should be moving. Got a lodging house and Big Top. Hit the plaza first, I guess.
This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky.
Gumshoe? Hey, Gummy!
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? You're like the only cop in the city. What do you mean?
Because you're always working.
Yes. Well, I'd rather not be always working. But with a crime, you don't make your own hours. That's fair. If I had to be at the circus anyway, I want to see a lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Stop trying to be poetic, you nerd.
Nick, he complained. That's a rarity.
Is it? I feel like he's always... Whatever.
Let's get back to business now, okay?
Maybe he was, sarcastically, that's a rarity.
Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow?
Of course, it will be Miss Von Comma.
She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she?
Yes, she will. What do you have to worry about? You only see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about.
Like who?
Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course.
Ah.
You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home?
Mr. Edgeworth. You haven't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me.
Feel like you could have just called up Gumshoe and, chatted about it over lunch. He'd have loved to tell the beans. Get some food. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again. Did they just, fucking kill him?
They, jump him at his house one day and just shank him?
Nick?
Because I have to assume that's what happened, given the way they're acting.
The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he?
Yep. Last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out, if you ask me, pal.
It was rather cold. Also, I don't really see how that's the most relevant thing.
This is the crime scene, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Don't see why that's funny. Ah! Oh, surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing.
Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim?
He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal.
Yep.
It's pretty clear-cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But? There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit.
And what was it then?
What was the one thing that didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier.
Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints?
Not exactly a dignified way to go, is it? Look at this picture of the crime scene.
What's this? The wooden box under the body.
No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now.
And what's so mysterious about the footprints?
Oh, calm down. Take a good look at the footprints in the picture.
The victim's footprints are on the scene.
That's right, pal. The problem is...
the killer's footprints aren't there.
Bingo. Where did the killer come from, and where did the killer run off to?
Missed an opportunity for a sick Cotton Eye Joe reference there, Gumshoe. Gonna be honest, I'm disappointed.
Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying.
A flying culprit? Oh no. That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I could get some info about Max out of him.
Crime photo, baby.
Alright, well, what do you think of, there's Franny again. What do you think about, Max here? Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad.
Nah, he did.
He seemed that bad. I'm shifting around a bunch. I cannot get comfortable in this chair. I don't know what it is today. It's like my legs are just all over the place in the wrong spot. My ass is on it funny. I don't know. There's something weird about the chair today. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Oh my god. A silk hat! It could only belong to one single person. That would be very awkward for him to leave it behind. Well, it does have very classy and decorative elements. Silk hat, made to order, the symbol of Max's fabulousness, is it? Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares when they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. You're telling me this guy has one hat? Unbelievable. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. Oh, also, what do you think of this? Come on, you flashed that badge at me so many times it doesn't work anymore. Damn it! He's on to me. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and then? Well, I do have a steel samurai badge with me. How about this one? I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a steel samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear that Gumshoe has that very badge. What? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. Big Steel Samurai fans. Couldn't someone just steal the hat? Yeah, pretty easily, I'd wager. The hat proves nothing. Right. Talk to me about this eyewitness of yours. About the eyewitness. Oh, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecutor's trump card. Yeah, well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering the lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. Must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. All right, think we'll be headed off to the lodge's house, Mo's room. Oh, God. Why has he hung up his dildos to dry there on the window? That's weird. Lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. Oh, well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. I suppose we will. Dog slippers and fake banana peels. Awesome, look at these shoes. They're great. Forget the shoes. Check out the great gag banana peel. You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Phoenix, big fan of the banana peel gag, I guess. Oh, I forgot for whatever reason. You see the little tablet here where it's got like court record options and back? I can't put the fucking magnifying glass behind it or in front of it. It's just there blocking it, which makes it like a physical part of the thing. It's very weird. The ceiling's all dented and shit, too. What the? There's a string of carrots here. Oh, they're carrots. How strange. The carrots seem to be in all different shapes. Weird. I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. No clue. Garbage, bunch of slippers, the clown bed. Ugh. Horrible face on that clown bed. And a lot of props. Clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle. He's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice. Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag.
be funny if there was a line about how Phoenix looked at this stuff and was like, boy, I sure hope my office never has this kind of stuff in it. Shout out to Trucy. Well, back to the entrance. And let's check out the big top. It's the ladder, guys. He's a clown. What face did you expect it to have? That's fair. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Grr. Huh, Nick? Wasn't me. Grr. Oh no, it's a JPEG of a tiger. He's coming this way. Ah! Nick, you're too young to die. Nick. Stay, heal. Grr. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Oh, God. This girl, I forgot about her. Women voices, ugh. So difficult. Regent's cute tiger. What voice do you have? How old are you? Do I know? Well, don't know yet. Figure it out. I don't even remember your name. Regent's a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. What's your name, you goddamn tiny little thing? This little tiger hardly ever bites people. Besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger. I don't like her. You nearly just teabagged a dude. I don't know about teabagging, but... so if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agreed. Oh, for God's sakes. I guess. What do you mean, you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Your costume, eh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. I don't know, based on the music I'm getting, like, I don't know, I'm getting, like, pseudo-Russian vibes. Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we look really odd. We got an age for this girl. 16! Jesus. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Well, first of all, let's take a look at the ladder. Guys, what kind of ladder is it? Ah, a ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. Wasn't she the one giving me shit about narrow-minded cultural assumptions or whatever? It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. I also really hope I got the ladders from the last game. I was looking at the guide, but I played this game a year ago, so I can't remember if I've clicked on every single ladder or not. I think I have. Anyway. So, what happened? Hey, Regina, do you know what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Yeah, he was. I'm sorry? Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyway, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m.
After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent. So, she was with the Beast. That's when the police showed up. They took me to check things out. Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would just tell us more about her dad. That is weird how nonchalant you are about, you know, your dad being dead. Probably by one of your coworkers? If you can call them coworkers, I guess. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Look at this JPEG. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon Kennedy died! Oh no! Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Oh. Leon the Legend, Leon the Lion, Regent, and Regina. Interesting name choices. Well, I mean, two of those are animals, so... Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What the fuck? What? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Nah, it's real easy. She's 16 and mentally unstable. Like, very clearly mentally unstable. Oh, hey, we got fucking rich Uncle Pennybags from Monopoly over here. 52 and 16. Jeez. What do you know about this guy? It's Max! Hey, what is Max now, anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Okay. Never mind, I guess. After practice was over, Dad went back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room? It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. All right. The suit with a gut built into it is, I don't know, makes me chuckle. A lot of posters of Max in this place, I gotta be honest with you. This was the ringmaster's room? Yeah, the room belonged to the victim. Which means it must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. I wonder what... That's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it, Nick. I want it. I want to get out of here. Alright, well, there's a lot of posters of Max. He has just titties out, that Max. What is this over here? This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It looks like a mustache for him or something. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime? Ringmaster must have been really concerned about his skincare. Very metrosexual. Okay. Sure, dude. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. Oh, that was Maya. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't go rummaging through people's coats. Aw, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Okay, posters? There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. God damn it, she already took one. Arrgh, she swiped one. Heh. You're incorrigible, you know that. Oh, wow. Just add that to the record, I guess. Can I take a look at that, or? Yeah? Okay. There. Down at the bottom, they got that JPEG of the tiger again, still.
Anyway. Look at the stars on the posters. This must have been the posters they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legal ease. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, hold it, don't miss out on a stunning life-or-death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Damn, got her. Did you already present Max's profile to Maya? Sure did. It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on the piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... The salary is incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper that they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. He got an enormous raise a week ago. Nick, look at all the cute little trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All Country Quiz Championship, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow. Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never imagine. Well, alright then. And the desk. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but his desk looks old and cheap. Does it? Looks just like a desk. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Yeah, she cared so much about him, clearly. Well... I got his salary. Can I go back to Moe's place, or... Plaza. Moe's room. Nope, nothing new here. Alright, back to the detention center. Hopefully I can, bust up Max's locks this way. Armed with, my precious evidence and materials. There's something new here, anyway. Max isn't here. Oh, god damn it! He must be in questioning. Oh, I wanted to see a magic trick. He should be back in a little bit. I guess so. Son of a bitch. Hey, buddy. This guard monitors a visitor's room. I wonder if he's bored. He doesn't even try and glance over this way. Alright. Well, I mean, Regina's the only one I can go and talk to at this point, I think, then. Oh. Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you? Ah. Well. Tax fraud. What? Really? And then... kill Nathan. Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Reggie told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? She's 16. She's 16! Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyway. Yeah, did she just misunderstand and he was like doing a bit? Cause, again, 16 and 21. That is not okay, Max. And then on the exact same day, another person professed her love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trilo. Trilo? Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus. Oh. Haven't met him yet. She seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She is 16! She must have some sort of strange power over them. Is it the fact that she's the only one here that isn't a dude? Because that's still weird. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love to... Shut up, Maya. Me... What? Shut up! She's... What? Well, that's creepy. Let's go. Ahem.
Huh? Hey, Nick. Look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me.
Nice bow tie.
Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me.
This guy. Oh, this sad sack be voiced like, what? Huh? Me?
Yes, you work at the circus, don't you?
But no, I'm just an everyday average Joe.
An average Joe just happens to hang around the circus? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here.
He's lying! Like any regular person would hang around the circus. Dressed like that, you know.
He has a point.
I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I just happened to be passing by.
I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny?
Not a carny, I'm a performer, actually. Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman.
Your last name is Woodman? Alright, shut up, Maya. What do you mean?
Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben.
Ah, yes, that's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name.
Well, what's up, Ben?
Excuse me, Ben.
Yes, you mean me?
About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may.
Really, I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know,
This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up! Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica?
Max? He's not very nice.
Did you just say that Max is not very nice?
Ow, my head hurts.
Yikes. Hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist?
I'm just a regular guy.
You already told us you were a ventriloquist.
Oh, yes.
Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing us some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
Well, right now,
Ah! He's contagious. Yeah, Phoenix is real impressionable when it comes to quirks and voices. Sayings and whatnot. What do you think about, how old are you? 31, jeez. What do you think about Max? Would you mind taking a look at this? Guess we won't need you to look at this after all. Yeah. Okay, well, before I go back and see if I can bust Max's locks, let's see if, Mo happens to be back. Ah! Got something. Kablamo! Oh, God. Shut the fuck up. Congratulations! You're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor of the room of Mr. Mo Curls, aka me! Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Oh, dear. I welched on giving... Oh, my God. Shut the fuck up. I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, then it's your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last sing in Lang Sing. Catch my drift? My, oh, God. She's laughing. This is like a Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. You look like one of oh, for God's sakes. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he is... No, I don't, actually. Arg. No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. So I'm gonna regret this, but hey, what's happening? Could you please tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. This is a weird case. The circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. Not bowling! Oh no. We all knew it. Bowling is stealing the circus crowd, I guess. But I love the circus. I love it too! That's why I've been here for 20 years! We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, he just made another joke. Laugh. Har, 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 har. It's a weird fucking case. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus, a real class act. Even when there were no customers, he would use his own money to pay me. Aw, he was a nice guy. Because he knew I had a family to care for. I'm sorry, are you suggesting people love you? Because I don't believe you. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo. Wickedy, oh, for God fucking sake. Wickedy, wickedy, what? I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. Must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy, of course he's the eyewitness. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. He means racist. A bit long in the tooth. But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician. The one who thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me... You're one of those funny types, right? What does he mean, one of those? Well, joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. Day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny. Stiff Lips? It's pretty sus indeed. Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. Ahem. What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh! Got a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. Fucking clown. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. Sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw it. Huh. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. What do you think of, my fucking badge, huh? Think about this. Nah, okay. Doesn't know anything. Well, gee. We learned so much from you, Mo. What's with the hole in the ceiling? There's a hole in the ceiling. Why is there a hole in the ceiling? Well, I was riding a pogo stick, and I guess I overdid it a little. Overdid it a little? What can I say? Sometimes things get a bit crazy in one's college that hasn't been fixed in... Okay. Huh? Okay, sure. Whatever you say there, Mo. Fucking awful clown. Talk to you about everything? Sure did. Alright, let's see if Max is back. I have to assume by now he is. Come on, Max. Keeping us waiting.
Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center.
Did he just call me his sweetie? Again?
What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with?
Well, we've gathered quite a few clues.
Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean, fabulous.
That's why we came to meet with you again.
What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face.
Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. Alright. What do you think about, your hat there, big boy?
Ah, this is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's my most prized possession. Silk hat proves I was somewhere else. Where did they find this? Sweetie?
They found it at the murder scene.
Ah! I don't know nothing about nothing.
Ew. Max is pathetic like this. Maya, please. Maya must be really confused.
Maximilian Galactica. No matter when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? It's, I guess something, I tell you. The silk hat, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3.
Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh?
Well, I thought you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty marks, soft pillow lips, a beard, buck teeth. What? I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. You tried buck teeth? But if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am.
That's awful, especially for a magician.
Curious.
Can I ask what you do with such an exorbitant salary?
We've already covered this point. I'm paying off my father's debt.
How could you possibly have such a large amount of debt?
For example, you say you rented a video, and perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years. You would have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that.
Wow, now I can see how you can get in that much debt. That makes sense now. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense! Sounds like his dad has a large bankload or some such.
No, these are all new.
Heard a lot about you at the circus, Max.
Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How are those Jurassic geriatrics?
Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you?
Yes, yes, yes. Sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand. For instance, my sweetie pie.
So Regina understands him, huh?
I plan on
In like 5 years or so? When she's, you know, not 16, maybe?
I plan on getting married to her. She truly is my sweetie pie princess.
What? That's illegal, is what that is.
It's already in the works.
Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying. Regina, excuse me, never said anything about actually marrying this Joker. This is why he's gonna catch some hands.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you know, Max, maybe you belong here.
met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder.
Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished.
They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house.
Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return.
Huh? God, you fucking pompous dork.
Sorry, Max, I must go and attend to something right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's all right. I'll be right back. I should only take about 10 minutes.
And then?
I waited for him, but he never came back.
Did he go to the plaza where... Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered?
Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. I had no idea what he went off to do. All right.
Let's see what we can crack. Luck-wise. Meeting with Russell. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such.
Exactly. We reached an agreement about a salary for my 6-month-old contract.
That's the truth. The whole truth.
What do you mean?
You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary.
I hate lies and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof I did something other than negotiate my fee last night?
Well, this is dated a week old, so... But yeah, I've shown this to you already. It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you received quite a raise.
Is there a problem with being well compensated?
Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago.
Max!
You finished your contract negotiations a week ago.
Fabulous! All right, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room.
He called you? Why do you do that?
Sorry, sweetie, that's private.
The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with us what you two spoke about.
Well, not if I don't have to.
Well, I'm your lawyer and you're on trial for murder, so yeah, no, probably best to keep all the secrets to yourself. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into the room last night?
To discuss Mo the Clown.
I have no idea. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Try investigating. Alright, so why were you called into his office? Let's see if we can't figure it out over at the circus. What do you think of this? Oh, I showed him this already. His daughter, maybe? I guess I can talk to her about it. Talk to all those. What do you think about this? Not really good at figuring things out. Okay, that's nothing. What do you think about... I showed you Max. I suppose I could present Russell to Ben over there. What do you think about Trilo? Ah, that guy. Oh, Ben, excuse me. His name is Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trilo, right? Wait. We're the ones asking questions around here.
And this one?
That's Mo. He's such a funny clown. He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time now. He was good friends with the ringmaster. My dad always said, when it comes to who I can entrust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Yep, the clown is one lovable stooge. Well, don't you think so, Nick? No comment. Anything in the room I didn't really look at. I mean, there's the white thing in the pocket that I would like him to just, you know, take a look at. Scrap of white paper.
Irksome. I am irked. Oh, pictures up here.
Nick, look at the photos lined up on the wall. Looks like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe you should do this sort of thing at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Ahem. Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that?
Please. Found not guilty. Unheard of.
All these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year Ringmaster made donations to charity. Aw,
The Robot Clown Research Center? What?
you're kidding, right?
What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery.
Sure, Phoenix. Didn't think you'd be on the side of robotic clowns. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes on the table. Nick, don't even think about it.
I wasn't.
How uncouth do you think I am, anyway?
I've looked at everything in this room that I can look at.
Well,
Six entrance. What'd you think about, what do you think about her? Take a look at this. No, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna look at anything.
your own boss? How about that?
Nope. Okay. Not gonna comment about even his own boss. And Mo's room. What do you think about, what do you think about Ben?
Ah, Ben! How's he doing?
He's a ventriloquist, isn't he?
That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Aha! Just kidding.
Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder.
Ah, that's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Trilo. Trilo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him.
Really?
Master and puppet.
And this one?
That's the Ringmaster's daughter. Excuse me. The Ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was little, a little girl, she's been watching the circus performance. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute.
Lorena? Who? What?
Lorena? Ah, Lorena's my daughter. I refuse to believe you fuck. She lives with her mother now. I fully believe you have no custody of your children, however. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. They're hilarious, and he deserves them.
Well.
Maybe it is his daughter over at the detention center then. They were talking about her to a certain extent.
I gotta present this stupid thing and go through all the dialogue again.
You know, the trilogy remake, whatever you want to call this, was probably a great opportunity for them to, you know, not make you redo all the locks every time. Improve some of the gameplay functions. And they didn't. They left it the way it was.
Isn't this why you're called to the Ringmaster's room?
Nah, yeah. Not correct.
I don't think I have anything.
I'm missing something.
Circus entrance.
Anything at all to say about Max?
Yeah, no, read that already.
I thought, yeah, there was like, I
I'm kind of with Arg. I thought it was, discussing Regina there. But, I mean, I've looked at everything in this room. And Phoenix refuses to just, look in the pocket of the man's suit, which might be extremely important. Wish you would just do it, Phoenix. Nope. Need your puppet. Yeah. Gumshoe, maybe? Or maybe I, examine the crime scene here. This is the only place of snow that's been trounced upon. The murder was sloppy, leaving all the prints all over. No. Don't. We were the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good whack when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all the snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know the police aren't worried about preserving evidence. Outrageous. Thinks it's not super bright when it comes to clues. Yeah. No clues. I wonder what this is. It's like a folded up sign or something. This year I finally won an air conditioner. What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? What do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? I can't afford one of those things. But I got Wookie and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. Good for him. They pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. Aw, poor Gummy. Glad you got an air conditioner in winter, though, so, that's good, I guess. Oh, dear. What do you think about Max's salary? Nah, okay. Don't know what I need to do here to progress. I'm clearly missing a trigger somewhere. AC might have a heating option. Oh, that's true. Alright, guide, help me out. What the fuck did I forget to do? Talk to Regina. What happened? What's on your mind? Examine the ladder for part of the ladder thing. The envelope, the poster, lodging house, plaza. Get the silk hat, talk to Gumshoe. Circus entrance, Ben, what happened? Mo, what happened? Russell Berry, what you witnessed. Oh, okay. Hey, what do you think about... If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Little harsh. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment. You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? Well, let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Sure, dude. Ah, yes. The Very Big Circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I kill myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary! Coronary! Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. No idea what that would sound like. Imagine the idea. Alright, now we can go to the cafeteria. I assume. Maybe? Circus map. Oh, it's right next to the ringmaster's room. Alright. Mo, Acro, lodging house. What's on the second floor? Very Big Circus, etc., etc. Alright, move to Big Top. And move to cafeteria. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. This place is a mess. Keep it clean, they say. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me.
What was it Mo said? He said yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask.
I got no idea either, I'll be honest. What the fuck? Why does it say Max up there?
Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever reads this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die.
Well, that would definitely make them clean up.
This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table.
He sits right up front and center, I guess.
Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just laying in the middle of the floor. Do you think that means anything? There's gotta be something interesting here. Huh?
Looks like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him.
Him?
Ah, the broken bottle of orange juice.
Naturally.
Orange juice.
The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You try it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, why not? Could go for a burger.
It looks like they've left it exactly as it was the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger. Oh, fuck, now I'm hungry. Burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. All right, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Whoa!
Where's the mute button when you need it?
There are dirty dishes all over the place. It must have been hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean it up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because one bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. You know, I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Bam. Got him. Ah, a bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it too seriously.
Gotta agree with Phoenix on that one. Alrighty.
Well, we know probably what Max was called in to talk about. Busted up bottle. Oh, right. There we go.
Go through this whole thing again.
Meeting with Russell.
Last night, fucking thing, whole truth, office, salary, no dice.
There we go. And this is Broken Bottle.
Yeah.
Isn't this why you're called to the ringmaster's room that night?
Where did you get that?
The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. It fell and broke on the floor.
He's still hiding something else. Max.
What is it, my sweetie?
It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... we hit... They were saying, he clonked Ben, right? But the evidence of that is... I guess it'd be Ben himself, right? Yeah, okay.
Ben?
Oh, dear. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? Way to be a dick, Max. And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night.
Fabulous! You might as well be a magician.
All right.
So tell us all about the meeting with Russell then. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in.
You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist?
You could put it that way.
Why did you fight with him? Ben seemed like such a quiet man.
We fought about my sweetie pie.
Oh, the 16-year-old girl you're sniffing around.
That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess he was in love with her.
The 31-year-old man, huh?
Would you put up with that?
Nope, but for not the same reason you're not putting up with it. Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about?
All I can say is he made me mad and I had to tap him on his head hard. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized it was my chance.
Your chance?
That's when I went to his room and laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie.
What?
Ringmaster told me it sounds good to me.
Really?
That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie.
The ringmaster, this 21-year-old fop, went to the ringmaster and said, I want to marry your 16-year-old daughter. And he was like, yeah, sure, dude. I pay you exorbitant sums of money. Just take my 16-year-old daughter away. Why not?
And no one else's.
I see.
Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up.
Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up?
You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word, not without Ben.
Trilo?
The puppet, the ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Trilo Queest.
But a puppet doesn't talk.
I know! That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed.
Sounds like a huge big lie. I mean, yeah, it really does. Awful convenient that the dead man was like, absolutely marry my daughter, good sir. Also, here's a bunch of money. You know, Max, it's starting to not look great for you. You hit him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet?
You're so smart, sweetie.
Where'd you hide him?
What? Sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you?
Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet.
Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid him in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting him for me, do you, my sweets?
Well, I mean, Max is kind of busy, so... No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max.
You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam.
Then don't go hiding puppets. Alright, back to the circus. Gotta go find that damn puppet. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Alright. Big top. Okay, more to see here as well. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. It's true. Ringmaster's room. Where'd they hide this dang puppet? Looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of those posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. Said that he hid Trilo somewhere in this room. Trilo. Ah, the ventriloquist puppet. That's not in the suit. In the case? Look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Okay, quiz, yep, beer belly. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trilo. That's Ben's puppet. I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Ventriloquist puppet, an operatic tenor who doubles as Ben's sidekick. Why do I have to carry this thing? Shut up, Maya, you pack mule. You're the one who keeps telling me you're sworn to carry my burdens. Suspecting you went over to the tent, do we? Okay, guess no. No, we didn't. Mo's room? Hey, what do you think of the puppet? He's kind of going around looking for, Ben there. Think about this? No, okay, nothing. Can I present you with the puppet? You know, I can't tell you about the evidence we have gathered. Well, that's a shame. Where the hell is Ben? He might be in the cafeteria. Hold on. Oh! Yeah, okay, here he is. Oh, hey, Ben.
Hello.
Hello to you, too. It's awfully cold out today, don't you agree?
Yes, I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping with our case. Hey, buddy, got this for you. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go. Request returned to Ben. All right, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk with the clown once it... Hey, wait! Who said that? You blind wench? What the hell? Oh, God. What's your problem, anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No, I would never.
It was me. Yeah, me. Down here. You're Trilo? That's Mr. Queese to you. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Queese, is that better? No! Look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney.
Trilo, we talked about insulting people.
Oh, he's punching the guy.
You promised.
But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Trilo.
Nick, what just happened? Trilo's still a puppet, right? Eventually. Hey! Who do you think you're calling a puppet? I sense we need to have words with him. Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Trilo, Queese, you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. The old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand in my pants. I kind of like these guys. We could look for a fireplace. Wow, harsh. I like Trilo. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will you? He's just not one of the dorks around here. No odder than you and Phoenix. I think they're a little odder. As Trilo so eloquently put it, at the very least, we're not going around with our hands in our pants. Oh, my. But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning. Right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
I mean, I guess if Ben's not hitting on her, but it's part of the act that, like, the puppet is hitting on her, I guess that's fine. A little weird, but ultimately fine. It's better than Max trying to marry a 16-year-old girl.
You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her.
Marry?
Oh boy. The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that?
Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up, I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened.
You were there?
Heh, if you're that interested, I'll let you in on the facts.
You're gonna marry Regina.
That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled.
Well, she...
I don't care. It's
Okay, let's rein this bit in, huh, Ben?
my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched.
I know you think that, but...
But what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of a song.
You gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me, 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 me.
Oh, God, is he singing Cheap Trick? He's singing Cheap Trick.
I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private.
Shut the fuck up. Well, the melody is pretty good. Yeah, it's also Cheap Trick. Noted band from the 80s. Pretty sure we're past a fireplace. No love for the circus from Kanochi over here. But those lyrics, I think they need a little work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trilo's here.
Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time you get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilo?
Enough jibba-jabba. Let's get to court already.
Hey, wait a sec! Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Oh, lordy. I went to see Cheap Trick in concert last year. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about that. The puppet and Ben and Trilo are at least fun to do the voices for.
Oh dear, I hope I don't get in trouble again today.
God damn you, you stupid idiot. Get your hand out of my ass.
I like those two. What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo? Quite a pair, those two. What did that puppet say?
Oh no, now what?
It's a JPEG of a monkey.
Yow! Ah!
Oh, God! He stole my badge. Maybe. I think he did. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah! My badge! That monkey stole my badge!
What?
Oh, God damn you.
Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked completely dumbfounded.
Regina!
You! That monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? That's a good question.
By the way, that monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey.
His name is Money? Oh, for God's sakes. The monkey is called Money.
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Ah, that's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. Cheap Phoenix. Poor, not cheap. Ah, yeah, poor Phoenix. First he got teabagged by a tiger, now he's assaulted and robbed by a monkey. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it is time I revisit the kooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trilo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trilo told me he was in love with me. Trilo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and such a wonderful singer.
Yeah, we all heard it.
I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo. Like sand through an hourglass, so too are the days of the circus.
Oh, dear.
Gina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that wouldn't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise.
They said they asked for a hand in marriage. Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
And I forgot about that.
He asked the ringmaster for a hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo? Gonna say the puppet, because that's not a crime, it's just a little weird. Wait, you do realize that Trilo is a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy.
Alright, circus entrance. Go ask Mo about it, I guess.
Now who? Girl Ben literally has his arm up Shula's ass. Yeah, she's not exactly the brightest bean in the closet.
Think they were asking about Gumshoe.
Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct.
No Gumshoe, I guess.
December 28th. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time. Ugh. It's all right to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Oh, weird case. So about Regina. Regina's such a pure and innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. Yeah, again, is Pearl like... Did we stuff her in a bread box and be like, nah, we'll get you in a bit? For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. Oh, who's that? Haven't met him yet. I assume Pearl is back at Crane Village. With who? It's not like she has a mom there to raise her. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it's her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. I suppose. Ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense he'd swipe your badge. Our members of the village, they were acolytes in training. Yeah, but, like, they're good with raising Pearl? Under no circumstances can you chase after him. Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner's staying. You mean right now? Well, of course! Shall we go? Shall we go with him now or wait a while? Let's go with Mo, yeah. Babysitting, I don't know who has legal custody of Pearl. I mean... It would probably be the state, right? A lot of shiny objects here. That appears to be a muffler, a hubcap, a bottle, a tuba, a flagpole, and some other stuff. I also like the picture of the orangutan on the wall. This is it? What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only have to climb 2 flights of stairs. Wow, Phoenix. Fucking out of shape. Anyway, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today. Huh? That's a big pile of junk over in the corner. Some other Fae members or some shit. Maybe. She's with her foster parents are at the orphanage. Her foster parents are me and Maya. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful and make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Mario the Monkey! Fucking son of a bitch. So, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. Like a weird... Looks like a bathroom scale or something. Got weights. Nice clothes. Lots of scuff marks over here, probably from where the monkey hangs out. And a big old pile of crap, including symbols. That was the other thing. Maya's 18. I don't think she's legal old enough to be a foster parent. Well, 18. Given that there's no other Fae members introduced and Maya's legal age, she probably has custody of Pearl. I mean, they are cousins, so, I mean, it's possible. One would assume that, like, I don't know if Morgan would have any say in it being arrested and all. Yeah, no, I guess she would probably have foster, She's either somehow, like, on her own and is way better off than Maya and Phoenix combined, like, in Curain Village. Or, you know, just is in the system. The cruel adoption foster system. There's a fork, a mirror, everything's shiny. Isn't she is 18, yeah. 18's legal age in most countries for most stuff, including parenting. I don't know if you can be a foster parent at 18. You can definitely... like, get married, and you're certainly physically capable of having a kid at 18. But, there are some sort of, you know, practices one goes through in order to become, you know, a foster parent that she might be a little young for. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this! It's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it, your badge, it's right here. Oh, good. Thanks, really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. From Trilo to Regina. Yeah. Foster parent, at least in Virginia, you have to be 21, stable income, and able to pass a background check and have a driver's license. Wow! Maya fails all of those. I don't think Maya has any of those, yeah. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Think we'll win in court tomorrow? No. When was the last time we had a case that was one day? Outrageous. Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Great. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we still gotta get a magician on our... We've got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Going for just under 2 hours at this point. And now we save the game. Turnabout Big Top, yep. Alrighty. The next day... Good morning, Max. Max?
Milk!
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Ah, You're gonna want the vending machine down the hall.
Stage? I was checking, it seems like legal age for parenting is 21 years minimum. Foster parenting. I mean, that makes sense. Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous. I mean, that's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties.
What?
You don't think I should fly, do you?
Huh?
You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter a room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little.
No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie.
What is it this time, Max?
Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with the look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. He did not fly. He also is not young, dashing, or fabulous. He's Phoenix Wright.
And now on to the case of...
The what? Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry. I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
Nick, your art degree is showing. He has a law degree. What do you mean? So...
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, Your Honor, he does go by that name often.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica.
It is the pretty lady, it's true.
It sounds more friendly than Billy Bob Johns? What do you mean?
I wonder if that's to our advantage.
Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy.
What do you mean? How is it a sham?
It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I am not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying.
Damn! Got her!
Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement's complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there now! Sorry to keep you from your work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. I don't think they can hold his pay if he's, in court. I think that's part of the job when you're a detective, or on the police force. Proving Nick a sham will not make your dad love you, Franny. No, nothing will. He is dead. Bob John sounds like one of those hillbilly names where they get too many first names to have proper surname. Well, yeah, that's who he is. His dad's got a farm, and he's like, "Oh, y'all, my name's Billy Bob Johns. Please don't let me go to jail." And then he puts back on his persona.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. All right, detective. You may proceed with your testimony.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40, making it extremely cold out. I mean, that tracks, I suppose, below freezing. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice section broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. It's better to call him by his nom de plume. Oh yeah, there you go. The victim was found in an extremely undignified manner, bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. Oof. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts it into evidence. Time of death, 10:15, blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Alright, easy enough. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Gumshoe. His initial statements always sound so professional, and then we rip them apart and they just get worse and worse. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the climb. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Really? Why? 1.5 inches of snow? What do you... Court record. I don't see why that's really important at the moment, Nick. All circus performers, Big Top rehearsing. Wages stayed blunt force trauma, half expect to admit he smoked a blunt just the other day. The judge? No! He's too straight-laced for that. Doesn't even know about all the hip things the kids are into. The doobies and the roaches. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Staff. Oh, like ticket takers and shit? Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica, and the victim was the wingmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. The cheap-looking watch we saw in the pile of crap. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Broke up at around 10 p.m. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The wingmaster and Max went to the wingmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately? That's awfully sus! You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Sounds like that's the, well, it didn't get added to the, testimony, so that's not the contradiction, I suppose. I'd like you to be a little bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay. Not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Found bent over a wooden box. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box? It was rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention, it was locked. Locked, you say? Hunched over 20 pounds. I mean, that's about what I would expect for a box that size made of wood. It boasts a small but strong lock. I don't see how the salary thing is currently relevant. I suppose that's true. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Contents. Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Huh. What was inside the bottle? It was filled with pepper. Huh. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if it had some sort of special meaning. Huh.
Cause of death was blunt force trauma. Snap murder weapon. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. I just... Okay. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it was something the perpetrator went off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho! Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the events now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. Well, I mean, it was short and sweet. He didn't get whipped or abused, so... You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up this detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but whapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. Oh, there you go. Gumshoe wasn't made a buffoon this time around. I'm sure he's happy about that. Hey, it's Ben and Trilo. In fact, call Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben. No, really. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Yup. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what'd you think? Had good rhythm, thanks. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo, you should know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. What do you think you'd have to say? You'd think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance the swelling would help. I know your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Somebody who just really enjoys saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order, or I demand to know who this witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting tested. Ow! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. I like that he's so angry. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean, clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max headed towards the scene of the crime. He was only headed that way. How could that punk not? Or he's the only one headed that way. How could the punk not be the killer? The police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica headed towards the scene. You're sure of this? Without a doubt. He had his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How could you mistake somebody with the crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough! I think we are getting the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown cannot be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat. This is found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. That doesn't prove anything. Oh, well, I guess if this guy here is claiming that Max is wearing that getup, yeah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there'd be no reason for his hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again today.
Cross-examine. All right. Practice left the tent with the clown.
The clown? You're referring to Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup's running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
How old is Mo?
Poor guy.
46. Been at it for a while. That's not proof. I mean, between the practice and the murder, the defendant could have lost or had someone could have stolen the hat. Yeah, but Trilo here is identifying Max as the individual he saw walking towards the crime scene wearing the hat, so... Or at least he saw somebody in the hat walking towards the crime scene. But he had, you know, the cloak and the roses and everything. It's not an airtight, you know, identification of him, but it is kind of enough to suspect it is Max, I think.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened? Got to the lodging, ditched him, went back to the plaza. Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold that night out, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix writes, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thinker. At least my teachers always... Thunker. I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was.
So when I saw Max head towards the scene of the crime.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now.
The whole fucking courtroom.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
God damn it. 46 is getting up there from a clown. From what I know about being clown, it can be a physically demanding job at times. Oh yeah, a lot of it's very physical, I imagine. Someone headed that way, how could he not be the killer?
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right. That makes him the killer. He was the only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one sussy character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss here?
Well, I mean, Barry would have been over there, right? Because that's where it happened. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max?
Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen?
The ringmaster.
That's the victim.
That's correct. If Trilo's at the entrance of the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could see him. Anyone with senses could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about?
The ringmaster and Max were together in the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ah!
Ham Hoth. Quiet you.
I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of the bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him on the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one that got knocked on the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
Well, in practice, okay, so there's a contradiction somewhere in here. Lodging house, ditched him. Saw Max head towards the scene of the crime. He's the only one head that way, how could he not Punk not be the killer. Oh, I didn't press this one. Where's Mia Pearly? I don't know if she's in this one. Yeah, she's at home. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it?
I think it was a little after 10:30 p.m., I think.
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we would just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix writes, we can all do without your offhanded theories. Big nose. Yeah, the ventriloquist puppet's great. I love him. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
The monkey! Obviously. Well, it obviously wasn't Maya. It wasn't himself, Gumshoe, or Francesca. Could have been Max, I guess. It also could have been Regina. Wasn't Mo. He just dropped him off. Could have been the ringmaster, maybe. Silly mustache. I assume it's Regina since the puppet asked her to marry him, right? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tainer. Animal tainer? Pfft. Waiting for that bitch Regina. What? You're waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Is this true?
Well, I really can't ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Eh? All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! Watching the puppet up there on the stage. What did you just say? From what we know of their relationship, I think it's safe to say that they are waiting for the ringmaster's daughter. Well, the witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max. Ow! There's absolutely no proof that this witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Pain. Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Queest, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance of the lodging house?
I was. I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of a silly proposal by a puppet. Who died and who did it? At the moment, well, obviously it wasn't, wasn't anyone, this guy is the accused. Definitely didn't do it because he's been accused of murder. Russell Berry over here is the man who died. Head of the circus. Ringmaster Supreme. As for who did it, probably Maya. Just statistically.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
No, you don't. I've got it. Assuming it's the ring. You were going to propose. You, a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm an old man doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Yes, it does. She is, to reiterate this point, 16. You could not propose to her, you old man.
Exactly. His honor's looking a little less than honorable right now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was with that sigh at the end?
Uncomfortable. 16. I'd be surprised I was going to propose to Regina.
By propose, you mean propose marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose to her. I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it. That's the truth.
You've done something to give her. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give a numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
They're in chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francesca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time a puppet has ever been— Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Plan on giving the engagement ring to Regina.
An engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. It's even more brilliant than the real thing, is it? I think Regina's gonna love it.
Big old cubic zirconium fan, this guy.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Keep it in my pocket. Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really? Had it in my pocket. It was a present for her. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her.
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob, he couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica.
When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his wood block in half, and not with magic.
Well, they always say love creates rivalries.
So what about this present?
In the end, I wasn't able to give it
to her, so still got it in my pocket. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up easily.
I wonder how much she receives for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. Well, he certainly doesn't have it in his pocket, so... Still got it in my pocket. No, you don't. I have it. Yep, a cheap ring with an eerie sparkle. T to R is engraved on it. I don't know why this is relevant to the case, but no, you don't have it. I have it. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give it back, thief. Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Arg! The case has been blown wide open now.
What's going on here?
That's... Ben, say something.
Yeah, don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money in? Like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Queest, I would prefer it if you avoid slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Your Honor, Money is really a monkey, in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest thing he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trilo! When was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was. That time, you know. That night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say? Details? I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up at the plaza.
It really looks like Max. You can tell with the chiseled jaw and lipstick, I guess. Ahem. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have been, well, I could have been taken around that time.
Fucking monkey.
Yeah, whoa.
Good thing Trilo's not shiny, otherwise the monkey would, snatch it away. Ben, what's with you? Ah, whatever. I like that you can see his lips moving a little bit. It's a nice touch. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what it has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Queest. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. When he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. So the puppet did it, but the ventriloquist is innocent. Ah, classic. They're gonna have to give him the chair. Prove an important point. What could it possibly prove? Ben doesn't exercise enough. Ben's testimony is a flaw. I got room to burn. Obviously, one of Mr. Benjamin Woodman is lacking in the area of exercise. This is clear from the testimony we have just listened to. He was too slow and awkward to catch a monkey fleeing through the snow. This revelation doesn't seem to be registering too well around the courtroom. Maybe we should leave the courtroom drama for video games and rethink that one. Maya took my stamina away. Damn you, Maya. Ventriloquists do move the mouths of their puppet. No, I mean Ben's lips move a little bit whenever Trilo's talking. There's a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance of the plaza. However, the witness just stated he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there is no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Why are you going with this little theory of yours? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying there is no possible way that the witness saw the monkey, he wasn't watching the plaza. So do the mouths of actual ventriloquists. Yes, I was just saying it's a nice animation touch. That's why I'm that's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well, then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. It's a nice touch, yes.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. The witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly what you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you so many times you'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, Stick Boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. This is why we have to keep up after him.
Yeah.
All right, then.
I'll give you I was waiting that night for Regina. But it doesn't change the fact I saw Max walk through the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
Yeah, I suppose it was 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Good evening's a bit weird. Why so cordial with the guy you don't care for? Alright. Start pressing the statements. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. Doesn't change facts, saw Max at the plaza that night. So you saw Max coming down the big top that night. And it was night already at that point. True.
Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance of the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. Showed up after I was waiting for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. I already know the practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you know I was at the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know about what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it?
What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yow! I'm not good at math! It was 10:10 p.m.
Ah, yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene.
Guys, 10 plus 0. What do you get? Said good evening to him, didn't even acknowledge my presence. Whoops. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You can say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious I would say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Trilo.
Mr. Queest, I would prefer it if you kept your ventriloquist act out of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performance. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Ben's half of the comedy act is what's wrong. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure if he was a pro, he would have... Ow! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know. Oh, you should know better. Ow! 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 That hurts. Oh, the pain.
That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. Alright. Go with the other option real quick. Testify, good evening. Incredibly obvious question. Possible. Yeah, why are you being so friendly with Max, huh? That's a bit strange. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Not as a pro, but as a semi-amateur moron. It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would say that something so nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. Thanks, Maya. I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony. I wish they kind of added something there.
Because I guess I present the broken bottle? Absolutely, sir. I saw Max at the scene. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way he could be any more confident than that, right? Oh, well. No, I could mistake those symbols. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you can ask it again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone together now. Silk, the judge and Maya got it. Silk hat, cloak,
White roses!
Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make such something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful. All right, time to get to work. Okay, so... good evening. I guess I present... yeah, this fucking assault and battery weapon. Okay, yep. That makes sense. Trilo, is it not true you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal, just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ow!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is, on that day, the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would go up and say good evening to his rival. Gwa! Are you saying the witness is lying? That he is trying to frame his offenders by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly.
That's enough from you, Mr. Queest. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He didn't see anyone, saw the defendant, different person. I think he saw Russell, right? Because he was the only other... He saw somebody, right? I mean, I suppose possibly didn't see anyone, but I assume he saw Russell headed somewhere. It's my belief the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Damn, got her. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there was only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica! That's why Trio made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening, then?
Dick Gumshoe! No, I mean, he put Mo to bed. Wouldn't have been Regina, that's who he was, or Regina, that's who he was waiting for. Wasn't Max, so it had to be Russell. Obviously.
Quad era demonstrandum. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there is only one person he would greet. It must... Judge, she is 16. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor. It is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trio would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you got a point there.
Ahem. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. Supposedly. The person you saw that evening was the victim, Ringmaster Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Queest.
Ah!
The puppy gets put back together quite quickly.
Order, order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it's high time we clear the air about this question. Mr. Queest obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza on that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols?
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now.
Thank you, Trilo. He says what we're all thinking.
Here we go again, everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, the cloak, and the white trousers. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness is endlessly repeated he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we know it was really Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What?
Miss Von Karma! Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we're finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your efforts, but...
Phoenix Wright did it confirmed. Well, obvious. He's just killing people so other people can get framed and he can have work.
Ah, another murder. What a shame. So I suppose we'll be needing a defense attorney.
He looked good in the cloak and hat. Well, looking good is not a crime in the cloak and the hat.
Who's that one person was that can only be answered by this next witness?
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond the shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
Whee! Goes down a slide. I can see the judge in his robe just, going down a slide.
Whee! Oh, it's good fun. The monkey bars, it's been so long.
People paid Phoenix. I imagine Max is gonna have to pay him. Larry certainly didn't. Maggie probably didn't. Maya definitely didn't in the last case we did. I think Edgeworth probably paid him for DL6, right? And, I would assume someone paid him for Rise from the Ashes. It was sort of a big deal and, an inter-police conflict. He, definitely got compensation for that, I should hope. Trying to think of the other... Will Powers would have paid him, right? From the first game? Maybe it was Con Karma. Maybe it was Shuashad. You think Russell Berry went out to the snow and struck himself with a blunt object, and then there's no weapon around as a suicide? If I just name everyone, I'll be correct. It's true. Maybe it was the monkey. Monkeys are scary. He was killed with blunt force trauma to the head, so make sure whoever you name is someone that can lift something high enough and, like, hit someone hard enough to kill them. Sweetie! You have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near the crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left their room, right?
Exactly. He told me wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seemed like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered conveniently. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means the ringmaster...
it means the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous! That's a fabulous possibility. Wouldn't you have seen him taking your outfit? You were in the room with him and everything.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the scene of the crime was my silk hat.
Max.
You think Max is guilty? What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double. Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard a decision it was to make.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. December 29th. Do you think the judge does a good mall Santa? Just occurred to me, he'd totally be the guy who dresses up like Santa. And what would you like for Christmas? Ooh, a pony. I'll see what we can do. Ahem. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence...
Mo Lawrence Curls, huh? The stooge.
Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
Well, she calls him like she sees him. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
Mo. In West Cloudadelphia, but what the fuck? Was that a Fresh Prince reference? Oh, dear. God damn it, Mo. God damn it, Capcom. What's with the... Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court by asking the court why he's speaking in autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not a comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Yeah, that's about fair. Okay, how about this one? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good. God damn you. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man. Really? Should try it sometime. Also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. on the day of the murder. No. Kidochi, no patience for this guy. Ahem. Correct. Yes, it is. Very well. Please stop. Mr. Curls, will you please testify as to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into the plot without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Oh no, how will we survive? The courtroom silence was nice, though. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. Understatement of the fucking millennium, Mo. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. Wow. And you've been a clown for roughly 20, you said? That's like 10 years off what I expected. No matter what I say, all I get in return is vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. That makes them worse. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. No, that's not true. You are useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? He's guilty. He did it. That was not a good testimony. That was completely irrelevant. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Hey, if it makes everyone feel better, Von Karma probably hates the clown more than Phoenix, so at least we're not the prime target of the whip. We will listen to you call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you! I can't wait! Poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe. Of course it's Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Oh, boy. Oh, I can't even press this. They threw that out and we're trying again. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how hard I tried that night, or how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They're a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That sounds way more definitive than, you know, the other guy. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness's account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. She hates everyone. That's her whole shtick, except maybe for Edgeworth. She might possibly, like, not hate him. That's fair. Yes, Your Honor. But the thing is, she hates Phoenix quite a bit. She probably hates Mo more. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright! Your Honor. I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to encourage him pointless saber rattling. What? What the hell? Okay. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Do I have to actually, can I not press him on things now? I'm gonna save the game real quick. Because I don't want to be punished for just pressing him on shit. Save right there. Alright. Now the murder, I went straight back to my room. You'd say practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's pretend it was 8. That way I can make a great joke. I really want to. I really want to see where he's going with this.
You know you want to hear the joke. A man goes to his doctor. His doctor asks, how is number 1? And the man says, every day at 6. And the doctor says, the man says, every day at 7. What's the matter? I slept till 8. Witness, these are exactly the type of jokes you should say for that detective. Toughest choice in the game. It's pretty tough. Ow! You knew that would happen. Don't look at me like that. Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. Aw, come on. This isn't funny at all, in more ways than one. His joke actually wasn't terrible. I know that joke. It's a real zinger. The joke he was telling was, it's like, how are your number 1s? Every day at 6, and your number 2s every day at 7. What's the problem? I wake up at 8. Which is actually kind of funny. That's a solid joke. Tell you a joke? Oh, what do you mean? We got such great comedy over here. Why do you need more? Let's show Mo how it's done, shall we? Ahem. Okay, I read that one already, actually. A local congressman was sitting in his office when the phone rang. He picked it up, said little, and smiled widely, and says, "Thank you," and hangs up the phone. He then picks the phone back up to call his mother. "Mom, it's me," he said. "I've won the election." "Honestly," she said in response to the news. "Does it really matter how I did it?" he replied. It's not bad. Not a bad joke at all. Corruption! Anyway. So let's keep you on track this time. 10 p.m. 10, that way I can make a joke. Let's not make it 8 p.m. All right, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take a clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick. Just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You're so boring. Humph. Harumph indeed. I was pooped. You were pooped that night. Yeah, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican. God damn it. What? The double cheese double. Bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. Oh, come on! That joke was so funny, it earned you a penalty. Give me a break. Whoops. Outrageous. I just pressed. Thought I'd go straight to bed. I glanced out the window. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls! Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. I mean, I guess. I'll probably get penalized. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Well... Oh yeah, I forgot about that! You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo revised his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. Ah, how the turntables. Heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that your humor is unnecessary. Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke?
I guess the sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, But then, you went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. I forgot to mention the lady is super pretty. Yes, you did. She's very pretty, though. I agree. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. My room is here. They looked about, yay big. I'd say they were 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. It wasn't snowing at the time, though, right? I see. Please continue with you regarding your testimony. Regarding the two shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Garma. Now I'm 100% certain that it was the Max and the ringmaster I saw that night. Is that right? Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max was always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? All right, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. Get fucked, you stupid clown. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a crowd. Yes. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? Kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster on the head. So you heard the noise, looked out the window, and then he hit him? How'd that work? You say the ringmaster got clonked over the head? Yes, I did. Like the climax of my story. It really does enjoy a completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime the murder committed that night? Objection! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. Really? He has it coming, though. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. Ugh, that's like half my bar. A nice penalty. Gulp. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So it will be Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I mean, I do, yeah. I'll save, but I don't think he saw it. It doesn't make sense that he heard a noise, looked, and then saw the crime happen. What was the noise he heard, if it wasn't the crime? I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony! What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said... oh, okay, yeah, we're covering that. Mo said he heard a sound of a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed, when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone! In 1972, a crack clown... I have no idea where the fuck he was going with that. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. The clowns promptly escaped from maximum security clown car. I have no idea what that's referencing. 1972, a group of crack professionals. Is it an A-Team reference? Mr. Curls, are you... that's you fuck! Are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? Yep, it's A-Team. But the C-Team, because apparently in this universe, they're clowns. No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecutor helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma! As witness tampering, yeah, again. Stop doing that. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out. Yep, he was on permanent vacation. The man died. Jesus Christ, Mo. Mr. Curls! Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. I don't. And if I catch even a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. Oh dear. Well, let's see his testimony. That'll probably be the stream today. It was a bit far away. Oh, it was a bit far away, but the shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw those uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, black. They were right there. They were all there. I thought his cloak was purple. His face was silhouetted, but it was no doubt him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. All right. We will cross-examine and poke holes in this testimony next time. Really looking forward to these 2 days off. Give the voice a rest. It is really starting to wear on me over here. But that's gonna be it for me today. I'll see you all on Thursday. Love you all. Be good people. Toodle pip. Clowns, not funny, apparently. Who knew?